And let's talk matters to do with infrastructure now. And the mall business in Kenya has actually been growing in leaps and bounds, even as shoppers' tastes and preferences attract global brands into Kenya. Kenya currently boasts of having 23 malls, with the latest joining the market being Two Rivers Mall. Well, I put together the following report just detailing the trends in the mall business. Kenya's skyline has been experiencing a rapid shift with the coming of multi-billion shilling investments thanks to a fast-growing middle class coupled with a rise in income levels. The latest piece of infrastructure to join the growing number of malls in the country is the Two Rivers Mall.
This mall, the opening of it is like a family expecting a baby, and when it is about to come, you know the anxiety you have. This to us has been a 5 years journey, and it's incredible, that journey.
The property, which opened its doors officially to customers, is tipped to raise Kenya's profile in the region. The mall broke ground in 2013 and has experienced several delays in its completion dates, mainly linked to funding.
This development has already created about 2,500 jobs, and we are told that by the time it is complete, 10,000 jobs will be created out of this investment.
The 8 billion shilling massive mall, which sits on an 11-acre piece of land in Ruaka, has so far hit a tenancy of 70%, with more brands yet to come on board.
I salute Centre Investments for its boldness in conceiving and sponsoring, and indeed in leading this major project.
With 67,000 square meters of gross lettable area, the mall is the largest in sub-Saharan Africa, outside of South Africa, with almost 200 stores. Well, the opening of Two Rivers Mall is set to put Kenya on the global map as one of the destinations that has managed to attract some of the big brands into the continent. The mall boasts a diverse mix of both international and local brands, including the anchor tenant Carrefour and global fashion retailer LCY Kiki are among the many brands that continue to troop to Kenya.
On our first day of launching of this mall, Your Excellency, we were fortunate to attract 35,000 visitors.
The entry of Two Rivers raises the number of malls to 27 in the country. So far, among the top of the cream in the mall business is The Hub, Garden City, Thika Road Mall, Westgate and Village Market.
We think the 100 acres will take maybe the next 10, 15 years to be completely filled up. But if the economy turns around to be faster and people appreciate this location, which is one of the best locations in Nairobi, by the way, we will fill it up in a much shorter time, maybe less than 10 years.
Although Kenya is on the radar of international investors, majority of the malls are still grappling with low tenancy, as most are yet to be fully occupied. Ideally, it takes at least 5 years for a mall to recoup the initial investment. With the prime location and easy accessibility, Two Rivers is betting big on a faster turnaround. Abi Agina, KTN Business. Well, from that particular story, we want to get into the following conversation, and that is on sustainable malls. And joining me right now is Sarit Shah, who is a director at the Sarit Centre, which is marking the 34th anniversary since construction. Many thanks, Shah.
Thank you, Abby. It's been a great pleasure being here today.
All right.
Good afternoon.
And let's just start off from that particular report. Sarit has been in the game for 34 years now, just almost my age. And looking at the industry
we're seeing a number of malls coming into the market. And how has Sarit been able to sustain its high prime location in Westlands despite the growing competition?
Yeah, well, Sarit Centre, as you know, is the first mall in East and Central Africa. We opened in 1983. And we've just completed 34 years of existence. And we must be thanking our customers and our tenants who have been with us in this journey. And that the customer loyal base has made it possible for us to be still so successful.
All right. And looking at the industry trends that have continued to defy odds, we have 27 malls in the Kenyan space at the moment, and there's talk of more to be set up. And from where Sarit sits, what plans are you having in regard to not only upgrading your facility, which has been having some bit of a challenging time, knowing pretty well that the anchor tenant is Uchumi, and Uchumi hasn't been doing well. And this, of course, has had a trickle effect on the customers coming to Sarit.
Yes, a very good question. You know, we've just embarked on our phase 3, and we started construction in January. That's a construction cost of approximately 4 billion. Mm-hmm. And again, that is, we hope, will be a game changer in the retail industry again, mm-hmm. which Sarit is known for. And so far, what has happened with all these malls coming up, we are very actually happy, mm-hmm. because competition is good. And that's what made us again think that we need to now change the game again in the Kenyan market. Mm-hmm. And with this phase 3 coming up, it's approximately a 30-month project. And we hope to be again the largest and best shopping center in the market.
So phase 3, give us more details. What should we expect? Is it another mall? Are you considering a mixed-use plan? What's in the offing?
Yes. So what we have is, we have a 20-year vision, which entails of a phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, phase 6, which was developed with us by master planners out of UK, Broadway Million, together with planning systems out of Nairobi. Mm-hmm. So we've created this master plan which we want to achieve the vision city within a city. Mm-hmm. And phase 3 is one of the steps to ensure that vision comes alive. All right. And with phase 3 coming up, we're going to go into more retail, a different food and beverage offering, which will be very unique to the market. I cannot reveal details, but you will soon know within probably 6 months as the word gets round. All right. And expo center with square feet of approximately 40,000 column free and a lobby space of 10,000 square feet.
So where will this facility be established?
So this phase 3 will connect to our existing phase 1 and 2.
Where's the land?
So that's the beauty. We are sitting on a 13-acre land, and that is why we have this vision of 20 years, so that we make sure that this land which we have, we can develop a city within a city. Mm-hmm.
And looking at this ambitious project like you've talked about, as much as you're bringing in a new infrastructure into the economy, there's already saturation. A number of malls are failing to break even. They're struggling to get tenants. Aren't you worried about this?
Sarit is different. Mm-hmm. Sarit, the location and our philosophy is different. We're here for gain for all customers, tenants, and us. It's not immediate profits. So we work together with tenants and customers so that everyone is happy. Mm-hmm. And it's the location that is key.
But Mr. Shah, don't you feel there's an oversupply in the market? Do you agree with me?
I would agree there is an oversupply, but it's again subject to what your positioning is in the market.
All right. So what are some of the big brands that you are looking at once you set up the facility? Who is likely to be the anchor tenant? And some of the big international brands that you might be attracting?
Yes, so to answer your question, we've just started the construction in January. We hope to start leasing in a month's time. And what we want to do is we are waiting for to finalize the construction program and then start leasing. So we want to be different. We don't want to overpromise. We want to give out timelines that are achievable so that tenants are ready in time. And currently we have a list of over 150 tenants.
All right.
Which we haven't even started talking to. And that consists of local brands and international brands. Obviously, we have signed some NDAs, which I cannot reveal.
All right.
But we strongly believe that we must support the local market and the international market. So we're going for a mix of tenants rather than phase 3 just being international tenants.
All right. So what's fueling this urge by mall owners to further increase more malls in the market? Is it that we do not have enough shops for people to shop at? Or is it a question of, let's just try it out and see how it goes? Do you have the numbers informing this planning?
You see, we've, at the moment in the market, according to, I think it's Knight Frank, we've got 470,000 square meters of retail space that will be up soon. What has happened is, because of the market surge in the country, many developers who had prime pieces of land and obviously money and finance felt, no, let's enter into the supermarket, shopping center business. And hence, they felt, no, let's diversify. And hence, all these developments by developers of diversification from their core business.
So what's your game plan now that the project is a 30-month facility you're building? What is the time frame you look towards breaking even once everything is in place?
Yeah, we're looking at approximately 6 to 7 year break-even period.
All right. And aside from Westlands, are there other areas you think in your 20-year vision you might be considering to go tap into the emerging residential estates in outside Nairobi, be it along Ruaka, be it Kiserian, Kitengela, Ruiru, Juja? Any plans around that?
No, our vision is to build a city within a city in Westlands.
All right.
And obviously, as I said, that our next plan would be commercial offices, retail, we're going on, residential, and hopefully a hotel as well. But that's a vision.
Okay. Well, as we wrap it up, Shah, what is in the horizon really for the mall business in Kenya? Are we likely to see an upsurge in consumer spending now that, if you look at the economy, it's sort of subdued? We are looking at a growth rate of about 5.8%. The GDP is not growing as fast as the developers are going ahead of us.
Yes. We believe because the growth rate in number of malls is more higher than the spending. So we need to give a few more years before all the malls become profitable. And what we would like to say to our customers and obviously potential tenants, please be ready, and we won't disappoint you once phase 3 is ready. Sarit Centre will always remain the best in the market.
All right. Many thanks there, Sarit Shah, for speaking to us. Of course, I expected someone with gray hair with the name Sarit. That must be your father. All right. Well, many thanks. That interesting conversation with Sarit Shah. And just before we wrap it up, we just want to take a quick look at our Twitter poll question and some interesting feedback coming through regarding our Twitter poll. Today we're asking you, do you believe the government was, perhaps Sarit, you can just hang on there. Our Twitter poll question today we're asking you, do you believe that the government has been genuine in the information it has been providing in regard to the maize imported from Mexico? And the feedback continues to stream in. We have here at Samuel Ocheng saying, not at all. They have been misleading Kenyans with rogue info and statistics. Other than that, we have another tweet here from Godfrey Mutwiri saying, no, they are used to lies. Let them tell us why they are sourcing money for their campaign. We also have at Victor Bosso saying, not Victor, we actually have, when we we have Richard Nixon indicating that we honestly need food as Kenyans, and that's not a reason to make a kill. Well, that's the poll results we have so far, and we thank you so much for continuing to participate in this online conversation, and we of course will be getting you the answers into this issue around the maize issue of the maize imports from Mexico. Was this maize really from Mexico? And perhaps what else do we know that can shape the planning for Kenya, even as we try to address issues of food security? Well, we want to cross over now to Parliament, where the two-third gender rule, actually law, is being debated, and this has been a hot topic in the country, even as Kenya heads to the polls in August 2017. And of course, our reporter Patrick Amimo is on the ground. But first, let's cross in and listen in on what's happening at this hour.